Well, hello strange people, welcome back to the channel. Out for a camp today. It's a bit of a chilly one. You look in my hand. Bit of a chilly one. It's 3 degrees presently, so it's probably going to get a little colder tonight. We're carrying on our little series on really easy tours to camp on, first timer tours to camp on Dartmoor. Last time we were up on Cox Tour up there, and I thought to myself, that's an easy tour to get up, but it's a long old hike, or steep old hike I should say, or certainly on 3 sides of it. And I thought, how about going to a tour which is for everybody, whether you're old or young, and a really simple tour to go to. It's just me and the big fella today, so we're on our way over to Feather Tour, which is across this ridge line. See some people down there walking in general direction. That's Pew Tour over in the distance there. We may or may not do Pew Tour. You can camp on Pew Tour, but we may or may not do it in the future. But meantime, we'll make our way down to Feather Tour. So this is it, Feather Tour. Seriously, if you didn't realise coming from that direction there was a tour here and a fair old drop, you could easily miss it. But yeah, it's a really easy walk from the car park at the bottom of Cox Tour over to here, and we're not super high up, we're about 1,000 feet, and we're not super remote, so this would be an ideal place if your youngster said, I'd like to go on a wild camp, to bring him. If you're a little bit unfirm on your feet, the hill over there that you have to go over is very gentle, and the hardest part, I'll just show you the drop a minute. So you can get up here, and it's a fair old drop to the bottom. So yeah, we're about 1,000 feet, so not very high, and the hardest part of the walk is just walking down the side of this tour. So if you're not a youngster anymore, like me, I'm a youngster. But if you're not a youngster anymore and you fancy a nice gentle hike out onto the moor, it's not a wild piece of moor by any means, and there are quite a lot of people hiking up here today, but what we've just come down, a little slope, is probably the hardest part of it. And the pitch is absolutely brilliant. Brilliant little pitch. Nice views all around. Here's the tour from around the other side of the rock. Oh, some nice views as well. Just over there is Heckwood Tour. There is a video of Amanda, Patch and I camping over there in the summer, I think we did, or it might have been the spring. But yeah, there's a little video over there. Right, we're going to sit back and chill now for a while. Catch you in a mo. Well, it's been a while since I filmed anything. That's mostly because we're on the main path here and there's nothing but people around. Just had a mountain biker going around. But yeah, it's been lovely. It's just been lovely though. People out enjoying the sun, well, hazy sun. One thing, as I was leaving home earlier, Amanda dropped me up onto the hill so that I didn't have to walk up from down there. And as we were going out the door, she said, "Have you remembered everything?" I said, "I'm sure I haven't. I've always got the nagging feeling I've forgotten something." And sure enough, I forgot my coffee. So I'm drinking hot water at the moment. We have got nice food though. Well, I think it's nice food. Spam and eggs. But yeah, it's chilly, but it is absolutely gorgeous up here now. Lovely. We'll take Patch for a little walk in a minute and bring you along as well. Catch you in a mo. Just came across this rock. At some point somebody's tried to quarry it. Don't know why they didn't take away this nice square piece, but you can see the marks from the drill still in the rock. Always interesting to come across a piece like that. So I'm just wandering around this big rock beside the camp, and I've just noticed two things. Firstly, these 4 holes that appear to have been drilled into this rock. I've got no idea what they're for or why they would have been drilled into this rock. The rock is underneath this big rock. Big rock hasn't been quarried. It doesn't seem to have been quarried at any time. So that's a bit odd. And as I was looking, I saw this. Is it me, or does that look like a face? Very stylized face. The brow there, eye, nose, and the lips and mouth and chin. Looks very like an Ethiopian sculpture I've got at home. If I remember, I'll put a photo of it up right now. Yeah, that's quite eerie. It's turning into a beautiful night, but there's a lot of people around still. We've just had 12 walk past in the last, what, 10-15 minutes. Hopefully they'll all start thinning out soon. So I've just been having a look. The holes are just down there. I've just really noticed, I don't know if this is going to show up on the camera, but there's a hollow just here. And if you look closely at this stone, you can see that it's been quarried out at some time. There's another one just over here. You can see the drill marks. So I can only imagine that sometime there was a huge stone just here, and they've used this to make some sort of winch system, pulleys maybe, to either lift it out, anchors basically, to be able to lift that out. It's the only thing I can think, it's the only reason why I can think anyone would drill 4 neat holes in a rock that's being braced by this big thing. Crikey. Several tons of rock there. So we've come down off the hill, well, large mound, it isn't much of a hill, down to the Brimstone and Sawtridge Leat, which is just here. There's a bullseye stone just there, allowing water into this section. Thought to have been built in the 15th century, but nobody really knows. Anyway, not far from it, literally a couple of feet from this one, is this cross, which has got a real lean to it. Now that cross is commonly known as Windy Post Cross. It does have a couple of other names. Windy Stone Cross, no sorry, just Windy Stone, and Moor Cross, but as I say, it's commonly known as Windy Post. Now crossing, and if you don't know who crossing is, I suppose the nearest person I can think of would be Wainwright in the Lake District. Thinks it comes from an ancient Celtic word een, and at some point the Y and the W were added to make it eat weenie and then windy. I don't think so. The ancient Celtic word would have been isk or iska, which gives us the names of the rivers Axe, Exe and Usk. So I don't think that's right. I don't get that at all. As for being Celtic or a more modern Celtic, well, the Cornish word for water is dŵr, so I don't think it's got anything to do with Celtic names. Sorry for that. There's some people coming up on me talking rather loudly. So yeah, that cross seems to be a replacement for something that was there before. Now English Heritage say that cross comes from the 1400s, but other people have looked at it and said the style is more 16th century. I don't know, it's not my cup of tea. But they do all of them agree that it's replacing something that was there beforehand. Now I wonder if the clue is in the name Windy Stone and Windy Post, because I wonder if it was a menhir, a standing stone, and at some point some religious person has decided to put a cross in its place. I don't know, but if I was a guessing man, Windy Post and Windy Stone, windy just being the ordinary English word for windy, which, I mean, this hill, as I say, it's only about 1,000 feet, but it's barren, bleak, as everywhere on Dartmoor. But back there, certainly pretty open and pretty windy. I've certainly been up here on some windy days. So I think Windy Post is its proper name. It doesn't have to have any pre-Saxon name put to it. Now the name Becca Moor, that's confusing me a bit. I don't know much about Anglo-Saxons, Old English, but I thought Beck was Norse. Now Becca Moor basically means beck on the wasteland or marshland. So I'm a bit confused, because we definitely didn't have any Vikings, any ancient Norse people settled, as far as I know anyway, settled around here. So where Beck comes from, where the Beck comes from, I do not know. There is a, this is Becca Moor, and Becca Moor Water is the name of the stream, which I'm trying to remember where it is now. It's down there. So yeah, the Becca Moor stream is down there, and I really don't understand where the beck has come from. You find beck up in the north of England, but I'll have a little think, see if there are other becks on Dartmoor, but I don't think there are. I mean, even giving the stream the name Water, Becca Moor Water, that's very unusual for Dartmoor. Okay, catch you in a mo. Well, that's us all fed. I never ever said watch this channel for the food. If you do want to watch the channel for food, Ant Survivor Nights just set up a channel for backpacking food or something. Hang on a minute, let's just sort this light out. There we go. For backpacking food. So if you do want to learn anything about backpacking food, then I'll leave the link to his channel below. We're going to settle in. We're all fed, and I've got my cup of hot water because I forgot my coffee. And then we got an early start in the morning. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the GoPro turning off. We got a 3.5 mile walk in the morning, and there's a rain weather warning for 7 AM for the whole day. So we're going to get packed up early, I think, and get out of here. Does that please you, Mr. Dog? No, you can't hardly see him in this light. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get an early night. I'll read my book for a while. Get an early night. Get up as early as we can. And try and get off some moors. As I say, we've got 3.5 miles to go in the morning, and it's over moorland most of the way, so we'll be all right, won't we, dog? Try and get home before it rains. I'll catch you in the morning. Bye for now. I don't know how well you can see me. Wind is properly picking up now. We've got 3.5 miles to go to get off some moors. I'll turn you around. I don't know if the GoPro can show the lights of the town. Patch is all ready to go. I don't know if I'll be able to do much filming on the way back because I'll be watching where I walk. It's a pretty bumpy road most of the way. Oh, track. No, it's not even a track. It's a pretty bumpy route on the way back. So it's been a good camp. It's just a shame about this stormy weather. But I think it's wise to get off now before it really comes in. There is, I think it's a yellow warning for rain. Might have even gone amber. Anyway, if I don't catch you again, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.